Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly and I'm here to share with you my new explosion box that I created using the Prima Lavender collection. Now the inspiration for this piece came from this beautiful bird on her nest. I saw this at Joann's and I automatically thought of making a explosion box because how beautiful does she look sitting on top of my box. So I looked through my papers and I found this beautiful Prima that I recently got, and I love this so much. So the front, as you can see, or the top I should say, is basically just this piece, and it already came elaborate like this. All I did was add a couple little purple flowers just to, you know, make it coordinate with the papers. I have some flatback pearls and then some green rosette and this pink lace going around, and it's a very soft pink. It almost looks like white, but I love how it looks, and I love the paper as well. It's super gorgeous, and I love that it's purple and pink, and it's very shabby. So this box measures 6 by 6 all around. And so yeah, so let me open it up. So this is how it looks on the inside. And now this box came together very fast. The base for the box, it probably only took me about 15 minutes, maybe 16 minutes if you're really counting. And I know this for a fact because I record the process, so you guys will be seeing that soon. I am uploading the process, and I did record everything, even including the embellishments and everything, so that you can see here. So on the center, I just wanted to I'm gonna move it up close so you can see. I have these 3 little fairies sitting right next to this fairy door that has a bunny, and these pieces I also found at Joann's, and I thought it would be really cute for the center. So when I found that piece, I immediately thought explosion box, and then I walked around to see what could I put on the center, and this was such perfect idea because, as you know, I have 3 little girls, and I also have 1 white bunny. So this little girl here is holding that white bunny that of course represents Easter and spring, and they're just so beautiful and colorful. So then the fairy door also already had this little bunny here, and it was super cute. And I don't know what the fairy door had here as a doorknob. I realized that it was missing a piece, so I went ahead and I added this little rhinestone there as the doorknob. So I think it turned out really cute. So I added a bunch of flowers. I went on my stash, and so I found purple flowers that match the theme of the collection, and also some little white flowers. And I love the fact that you can look at this from any angle because the fairies are looking everywhere, and even the back of that door, it looks beautiful, as you can see. So these beautiful butterflies here are from Recollections, as well as most of the flowers here are also from Recollections. The trims and pearls, they're all from my stash. And so yeah, so then it's a very simple explosion box actually. So I only have the 2 layers. So this is the 4 by 4 box, and this is the 5 by 5, I'm sorry, the 6 by 6 box, and I didn't do a 5 by 5. So I did a process video where you can see, and I explain how I did it. But if you are more interested on down to the detail on how to do it, I do have a full explosion box tutorial that you guys can check out. It's a 3-part tutorial as well, and on that one I do include the 5 by 5 box here. But I didn't want to add it because I didn't I wanted to add these bulky things, plus I did this super fast. Now adjusting to a new work schedule, so I don't have a lot of time to craft, but of course I do need my downtown relaxing time, so this is what I did. So these 4 pieces are very simple. Like I said, they open to the side like that. Oh, let me zoom out now. So they open to the side like this, and they close with a magnet, and then also this butterfly also opens like that, and this one as well opens like that. And then we can add 2 pictures, and then of course we can add a picture on the back as well, and maybe a tiny one here. I wanted this to look like a garden, so I didn't leave room for pictures here, but you can put smaller ones there. So now if we move to the second layer, these 2 are the same and these 2 are the same. So on this one here, I'm gonna turn it around so you can see it. I just have a simple accordion fold here, and all it is, it just opens up like that and like this. And the paper is absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't need many embellishments. And I actually found this paper at Hobby Lobby the other day. They had that one paper pack of the Prima Lavender, and I was very happy to find it. Okay, so over here I made a pocket, and there is a place to put 2 pictures here, and these will hold a 4x5 picture. Okay, so this one, like I said, is exactly the same here, so I'm not gonna open that. And then also I have the pocket here as well. And then lastly, these 2 other panels, I'm gonna show you this one here. And so all it is here is an expanding accordion pocket. I'm sorry. So this is an accordion pocket, and I made this one using envelopes. So let me show you the envelope that I used. Is this one here. So all I did was close the envelope, fold it in half, and create, and you will see that in the tutorial, but I realized I didn't give you the dimension of the envelope. So basically any envelope that you have, as long as it's smaller than your 6 inches here, will do. So as long as you can fit your envelope here, doesn't matter if it's a little bit longer, so yeah, try to use anything you have on that. And of course this is optional. You don't have to add this if you want to make this yourself, but I did wanted to include more room for pictures. So each one of these have I want to grab 2 here, so each one has kind of like a card to put 2 pictures, or also we can put a picture and journal. That's why I wanted to keep this white, because I didn't have a lot of room for journaling on this album. So there are 4 cards here, so that's 1, 2, this is that one, and this other one. And basically it's very simple to make. It's just just to have something there. And then this page, it has this pretty purple trim, rosette trim, and then this opens up like that. And then here we also have the pocket like we do on the other 2. Isn't this paper just so gorgeous? I love it. So we're gonna put this back in there, and then this closes up. And I didn't put a magnet here because this is pretty heavy, so it's gonna keep it closed regardless. So trying to save all my magnets there. So yeah, so this is my box, and I hope you guys like it. I really love it. I fell in love with the colors of the papers, the butterflies, the little fairies that are so cute. So I intend to display these in my house, on the spring, which is almost around the corner. On the spring, we're starting to get all the rain now, so hopefully soon we will see lots and lots of flowers in the garden. So I hope you guys enjoy my little box, and please stay tuned and you will see the complete process video right now. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hi guys, for this explosion box we're gonna use 2 sheets of 12 by 12 and cut them down on half, and then I'm also going to score those pieces at 6 inches. Then I'm gonna use another piece of 12 by 12, and I'm gonna score this one at 4 inches and 8 inches. And I'm gonna turn it around and score again at 4 and 8 inches. So then I'm gonna go back to my other pieces and I'm gonna fold those on half. And I'm gonna place them on top of each other. On different directions, as you will see. So like that, we're forming the first layer of our box. For the second layer, I'm gonna grab the 12 by 12 piece that we scored at 4 inches and 8 inches, and I'm gonna cut one each of the sides down to the center square. So for each side, I'm just cutting one side. So that way we will fold those in and create our second layer for our explosion box. So these pieces will measure 4 by 4 after they're folded. So the basic part is over, and now I'm just choosing some papers from this beautiful Prima collection. This one is called Lavender, and I thought the papers were really cute for a spring theme, so I really liked it. So I'm cutting these pieces at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 to cover the outside of my box. So now I'm cutting this piece at 5 3/4 by 11 1/2, and we're gonna need 2 of those. And so what I do here is I fold those pages in half, so that way we have this opening piece. Then I'm using some double-sided tape and only adding it in 2 of the sides. That way we create a pocket on the back of that page. And then also I'm going with my circle punch and just creating this little opening. Then I remove the tape and I just add a little tiny glue on the bottom of my pocket. And then I do the same on the other side. For the other two sides, I just cut a piece of 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 for each one of those sides. And then I'm also gonna punch the hole on the top as I did before to create 2 pockets as well. So I add the double-sided tape the same way we did for the other 2 sides. Then I cut 2 pieces at 4 inches, and I'm gonna score these ones at 4 and at 8. And that way I'm creating a little accordion fold. I ink the edges a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some tape and some seam binding on the back. Then I add this accordion layout into the sides that only have the pocket. So one on this side and one on the opposite side as well. So then I'm using 4 envelopes, and I'm closing the envelopes with my glue. And then I'm going to cut those envelopes right at half, and I'm going to create an accordion pocket for my box. So I score down on half and I mark where I'm gonna cut them, and then I cut the other 3. And then I make sure the openings are on the top, and I add some glue about 1/2 inch away from the edge and some along the top. And then I place the next one on top, making sure the opening is still on the top. So I do 4 of these half envelopes for each side. And then I go ahead and add a little bit of paper on top of my envelopes as well. And then I add them into my box. I cut another piece of 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and this one is going to go on the bottom of our box. And then I'm going to add the second layer on top of that. Then I'm going to add my magnets to make sure those folds are going to stay closed. So now I'm cutting this piece at 8 inches by 4 1/4, and I'm gonna fold these ones in half, and these are going to be the inserts for my accordion pockets. So you're gonna need 8 pieces of that. And then I'm gonna cover just the front of each one of those, and the piece that you're gonna need for that, it's gonna measure 3 3/4 by 4. We're going to cut a piece of 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and we're going to score 1 inch on each side, and this is going to be the cover for our box. We're going to make a little cut on each side to connect our box. So I'm folding along the score line, and then we're gonna glue the sides together. Then I'm going to cut 2 pieces of 6 by 6 to cover the outside and the inside of the lid. And now I'm going to cut 4 pieces of 3/4 inch by 6 inches. And those are gonna be in the inside of our lid. Now I'm going to decorate the outside side of the lid with this pretty lace and some trims. Now I'm adding this beautiful bird on her nest for the cover of my box, and I found this beautiful bird nest at Joann's, and this is actually what inspired me to do this explosion box. I thought it would be so cute sitting on the top. And finally, for my lid, I'm going to add these flatback pearls all around the side. For the inside of my box, I'm gonna decorate it with this beautiful fairy door and these 3 little fairies that are so cute. They remind me of my 3 daughters. I found these little fairies and the door at Joann's as well. Now I'm just going to continue embellishing the inside of my box using all kinds of flowers and some trims and butterflies, and I hope you enjoy the process. And finally, I cut 4 pieces of 4.5 by 5 inches to add in my back pockets. So now I'm just going to cover my box and we are all done. I hope you guys enjoy this process video and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.